What's up guys, Lindsey here. I've got Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Issue 5. Now, I'm just going to say this now because I am going to forget once we get into this. Subscribe so you don't miss Issue 6, dog. But most importantly, I'm not really going to show a lot of this comic because it is actually very badass and dope. You need to go pick it up. Alright, let's look at this cover. If you remember from last issue, Donatello has imbibed in the Venom. And what could only be the coolest thing I've ever seen him ever do, and probably nothing's going to top that as far as Donatello goes. I've got nowhere to go from here. So we have him venomed out, also Bane, who's perpetually on Venom. He's an addict. He needs to get help. We've got Splinter rising up out of the Lazarus pit. Oh, just this green. Just green everywhere is awesome. Batman, we got Batgirl looking puzzled. She looks like she's got a little Lazarus pit in her eyes. Mikey and Nightwing are here. So let's just get into this because this is great. This story, I was a little on the fence with the last issue, but this issue I'm back in. Let's go. So we begin, we see the main ninja here. And it seems as if the foot soldiers and the main ninja, they've taken a couple blows, you know what I'm saying? A lot of their bases have been destroyed, they've been compromised. And main ninja, he's not having it. He's got 2 skulls on him. He's not having that shit. The more skulls a person is wearing, or jewelry, skull jewelry, or tattoos, the tougher they are. That's a fact. That's why generally shitty people have a couple skull tattoos to go along with their shitty skull clothing. So he's threatening them. He says they will have faced the overwhelming strength of... What? How? Everybody's down. And then you see Donatello. I didn't even notice him back here when I read this initially. I feel like it sort of ruins the next page. Don't just put him chilling in the back. He's a force to be reckoned with now. He's a man. That's how you know you're a man, is when you've taken the venom. That's puberty to me, right? When we all take the venom serum. Is that wrong? Don't... Tell me if that's wrong. Because, oh man. Somebody fucked up. Then we get this awesome panel. I think you need to redefine overwhelming strength. And we see Donatello. Massive. Just manhandling everyone. But I feel like they sort of fucked this up. Because he's like, they're going to face overwhelming strength. And then a couple more guys talk. And Donatello, you really want to know? It's like, no, you should have came in here. We don't need that other panel. And he just looks impressive. Just barrels through everybody. And we get, oh god, and you notice that his eyes are super red. Because, to go along with the skulls, the more red your eyes are, the stronger you are. The tougher you are, the meaner you are. That's why they kill all the albinos in Africa. Because they got pink eyes. And if you can't have red eyes, get pink. That means you'll be slightly stronger than the average man. And then they know that in Africa, so like, we gotta kill these binos. We just gotta get rid of them, because we got our own problems. We don't need these superhumans walking around with their pasty skin, blonde hair, pink eyes, and massive strength. We can't be dealing with these problems in Africa. Superhumans? Shit, dog. Plus, now all these albinos are going to watch the Black Panther movie and they're going to get IDs. They're going to think that they can be king. We just got to take them out. They're too strong. We get a couple awesome action scenes. And I'm looking at this and you know what? He's like, Donatello's like tripled in size. And I'm looking at these gloves. And I'm just thinking that he had to go to a tailor. Like, I'm not, because if we're talking Hulk rolls, all the clothing's just going to strip off him. It's not going to, the clothing doesn't increase in size. So I was thinking he had to, like, go to a tailor and order a pair of, 3-legged pants to fit on his massive. I almost called him paws, but he's a turtle, so that doesn't work. Just, those gloves are pants. I'm sorry, that's the deal. That's the deal we have here. And, of course, while Donatello is being a total badass and fighting this main ninja here, who's Bane's leader of the foot soldiers, so he's like his number 2. Yeah, this guy's definitely above Bebop and Rocksteady, because Bebop and Rocksteady, yeah, they're terrifying, but they're also dumb as shit. So this guy, Two Skulls is gonna beat a Rhino and a Warthog every time. Every time. So of course Batman makes a dropkick entrance, which if you're Batman, I feel like everyone Batman knows is getting dropkicked. How many times do you think Jim Gordon's been dropkicked? His jaw is probably just barely hanging on. And Leonardo is also there. And he's just like, let me finish this shit. I'm trying to get stuff done. You need to back the hell off now. Oh, I didn't even notice that. He's cussing now? That's how strong he is. That's how fucking strong he is now. He's like, I feel the confidence to use dirty words. And he, of course, the main ninja, he's able to flee because they're trying to talk him down from the venom, but you can't. And look at this. A futile effort to stop this guy. It's just like, come on, just let him do it. Just let him do it. I mean, yeah, he did the venom. He did it on the DL. It's not good. But let's just let him handle it. You know what I'm saying? I'll skip this page. A couple more scenes where he's just manhandling Batman and Leo as they're trying to be like, come on, dude, you don't need this, bruh. It's like, I got venom in my veins. And I got venom in my brain now. I don't need any of you pussies. Not even you, Batman. And then we cut back to the hideout and we see Raphael's a little down because his daddy had a building fall on top of him, which is a cause for concern. You know, if Master Splinter was a cockroach, we wouldn't even be worried about him. They'd just have a building fall on him, who gives a shit? He's a cockroach, but he's a rat. And you know what, rats, they get smashed pretty easily. Oh god, flashbacks. Flashbacks to my own life of smash. Oh god, don't even think about it. But, see, him and Damien have had a little bit of a thing going on this whole time, because Damien's like, I'm the guy who has rage, and Raphael's like, whoa, Pipsqueak, I'm the guy who has the rage. But he's like, honestly, Robin, save it. The only reason I'm not kicking your little bird butt right now is out of respect for my father. Oh, man. He doesn't even want to give him a grief beating? Wow. Raphael. It's like his rage has gone into Donnie. And Damien sort of, you know, I'm still kind of sick, so I can't think of the word. But he's appealing to him, and he's like, there's a lot of rage in me. I was raised by killers to cultivate it, hold it in me. I want to see, is there a comic book where they show Damien being raised? Because I've seen that animated movie where it's like, oh, BTW, Batman, you got a son. He's a little bit of a bitch. And, he's a brat bitch. But how do they make this kid so angry? Did they just tell him the news every day? Like, how? Because kids are naturally, they're not like that. Unless they're going to be like a serial killer or something. But then, you know, they had that little brofist thing. And you find out that April and Casey, what they're doing is they're communicating with Batgirl and Nightwing on the other side of the portal, and they open up the portal because they're going to use the Lazarus Pit on Master Splinter, which is just like, I always forget about the Lazarus Pit until something happens, so I was like, oh dude, that's dope. More scenes of Batman and Leo trying to appeal to him. And then they finally have a scene where Batman just lays it straight out for Don. He's like, this is what's going to happen with Bane. You don't understand. You can't solve this problem with your fists, which is just not what I want to hear. I always want to solve problems with my fists. I don't like using my big dumb brain. Ugh. Plus, this just looks great. Huge Bane in the middle. He's like, look, see, that's was Bane's new hideout, is the Statue of Liberty, which is just, the Italian and Irish immigrants would still pull into Ellis Island if they saw that, or they just, I can't do an accent, but they'd be like, let's just go back. Let's just go back. It only took 2,000 years to sail to New York. But Batman lays it out for Donnie. He's like, look, he's going to give people the venom, and he's going to make them desperate for it. And this venom is way more potent, made by the doctor that he enlisted in New York. It's highly addictive. And just from the increased size of Bane and Donnie, you just know it's that much more dangerous. He's like, Batman tells him, first Bane will make the people scream for it, and then he'll give it to them. By controlling its flow into the city, he'll make people desperate and loyal. They'll be his prisoners, which is just... seems like a lot of work. It's like, I understand it. I understand the means of wanting to control an entire city, but you got all these people on Venom? Somebody's going to get an idea that maybe they want to be in charge, Bane. And also this visual right here of the barbed wire, and it's just gray. I know it's not a Holocaust thing, but it's a fucking Holocaust thing. And when you put fence and barbed wire and people in gray drab, it's World War II. I'm sorry. But Batman, he tells him, I can't stop him with my fists. We didn't come here just to pull you off the wrong path. We came here because we're up against the end of this city. We came because we need you, Donatello. We need a genius. Which, come on! Yeah, we all saw it coming. I mean, he's the one... Donatello is the one who made his own, synthesized his own when they were in Bane's lap. So it makes sense. But I like this tough Donnie. I like super strength Donnie, who's like a billion sizes bigger. And still, he still fights him. He still fights Batman and Leo. He just is like, you're not listening. My fists are the size of Hummers. I can take this guy. I can do it. So he still fights him. And they just figure out, they're like, we have to show him the formula. And he's like, why are you showing me this? I know Venom's molecular structure I know what it looks like. Stop wasting my time. I like tough Donnie. And he's like, look, just look at it. You'll see there's something wrong with it. And you can see Donatello's getting a little bit less vicious. He's like, it's using an unstable chemical chain, wildly different from the original Venom formula. If you use the basic inhibitor, you might be able to flush it from the host system in a matter of minutes. So Leonardo, he gives him the option. He's like, look, you can use your strength and fists against him. Maybe you'll even win. Frankly, that's enough for me. I'll try it. I don't want to do the science shit. Or we can work together. You can use your gift and true strength. True strength. And beat them all at once. And he's like, dude, it's a little gay. I just got this super awesome strength. And you want me to use my dumb brains that I've been using the whole time? No, but it is good. I mean, the intelligence is Donatello's strength. It's his niche. That's what you need to be doing. And also, I just like the idea of Donatello's this huge, massive monster, right? Completely towering over everyone. He's got red eyes, so you know he's powerful. And they just throw a science formula in front of him, and it just completely breaks him down. He's like, what? What are we doing? What's this? That's just great. And Bane, he records, I guess I'll show it. He's in his Bane Statue of Liberty. His minion basically records a message, and he sends a thing all out to New York telling people what is going to happen. He basically says what Batman laid out for Donatello. If you want to join me, I'll give you this awesome venom. You'll be the most powerful. You'll be loyal to me, but if you don't, we'll consider you prisoners and we'll kill you all, basically. But he says, like, the dialogue in this, whenever Bane has, like, a long speech, it's really well written. Anytime anyone speaks and goes sort of a little bit on a monologue or... Yeah, monologue because people can hear it. I was thinking soliloquy, but that's when there isn't an audience. The dialogue in this is really well written, even though I sort of made fun of it a little bit, but, you know, I'm a little bit of a dick, but... So there's a huge... I'm a dick, but... So then Donatello, he uses the inhibitor and he shrinks back down to size. But now we've got Batman, Batgirl, Nightwing is also here, Donatello's back. Batman, he goes out and gets a player from the Turtles to help them defeat Bane. And it's just awesome. Like, I just didn't want to show too much because it's just dope. It's really good. It's got some great action scenes. Got a lot of dialogue that's really well written. We've got Donatello. He's badass for the majority of the comic, and then he realizes, oh, this isn't the way. There's a smarter way to do this. I'm better than this. He realizes it. And then we also have Bane's plan finally coming together, and he tells it to all of New York. He's like, this is what's going to happen. So everything's ramping up. I feel like the next issue is going to be big. It's going to have a lot of action. It's going to be just fantastic. And I can't wait. I sort of bought the first issue as like a fluke, like how good can this be? And it's been very surprising how good this is. So definitely go pick this up. Just go buy it. Jesus.